I've always said to everyone, I said, I'm going up to heaven. I'd be down in the shop like, and I'd be joking with the women all, and I'd say to them, I'm going up to heaven now. Well, where's that, Jim? I said, up to the bog. And they'd laugh, you know. First thing in my head is to get the heat into the house. First thing in my head is to get that light, and when that's a light and I can see nice heat coming from it and the water boiling and everything, I'm happy. I bought 2 of these down in Tullamore, and that's there now for about, what, 28 years, 30 years, you know, and it's been the most marvellous little thing, you know. And all I had to do was provide for it and keep it fueled. For the last few years now, the family have been putting pressure on me to get rid of it because, you know, it's dirty. There's a lot of dust around and all like that there. Like if you have oil, like you have to switch it on and switch it off. I'm a bit behind the times and all, but also I felt it gave me something to do. Come the springtime, I used to think, oh, the garden first and then the bog. I always grew vegetables. When the children were all young, I grew that whole garden, so we were quite self-sufficient. When you're bringing up 11 children, and every penny counts. But I've got to the stage now where I could never do the work that I did. I used to cut an awful lot of turf, like I'd have the whole place black up there with turf. So I met my wife at a dance one night, and we went out for 2 years, courted for 2 years, got engaged, and then got married. We had our family quite young and kept on having children, and now I'm very proud of every one of them, and I feel young with my family. After having reared 11, I feel, you know, I feel still young. I built this shed myself. This is my little space here when I want to get away from everything. I come down here and I can fix things or do little jobs, you know. And I work off my boredom by working and planning ahead and planning and doing little things, you know. But I always loved the outdoors. I could have never worked in a factory or even in an office, going in every day dressed up and sitting. I think I was born to be outdoors because I was brought up on a farm when I was young, you know, my grandmother's. And it was a big fight to get me in after the 8 weeks holidays, the school holidays. I didn't want to come back and to go to school. But of course I inherited this from my father. My father used to cut turf, or my grandfather cut turf as well. I used to, you know, help him when I was young. I suppose that's where I got the love for it. But we used to go on a horse and cart then. We'd all throw the tools into the cart and we'd all get in and away for the day. I feel like I'm a millionaire. I feel like I own the whole place. I don't, but I just feel that way. And the harder the work, the better I like it. Even now at my age, at this stage, it wouldn't matter to me to be going all day long there wheeling that barrow and, you know. I mean, it was the greatest thing when I had them all dry and was coming up here and taking them home to see the shed filled down below, and the feeling that I don't care if it's a blizzard or it snows all winter. Now I've got my fire and stacked up for the whole winter. It'll be 10 years since, 12 years since there was a couple of people up here, you know, that are all gone now. When you're up here on your own, you see, I'd be watching for some fella bobbing up and down up there, the head going up where he'd be cutting and, you know, wheeling them out and all. You miss all that, you know. You get lonely up here on your own, really. When you feel there's no company, like when you feel there's somebody else, and then you're kind of competing with them as well, you see. They're walking down and they're looking to see how much you've done in the day, and, you know, so on. And I'd be taking an odd look up to see what they'd done, you know, to see what way. But there was the old fellow what they called the King of the Bob, Paddy Healy. I learned a lot of him. I used to go up and watch him. He was a master. He was a master at cutting turf, you know. And he also had a little hut into the bank, and he used to sleep in it and everything. And when he died, he had enough of turf for about 6 or 7 years ahead of himself. But he had the 2 hip replacements, like, it has to take its toll where he was wheeling turf. I feel I'm becoming more useless every year if I don't have that to do, you know. Yeah. But I still don't feel a day over 45, 50. I don't think I'm 68 at all, indeed I don't. And I won't allow myself to get old. I'll think that way for as many years yet to come as I can.